Blessings and good evening. Tonight is the small one prat, day in which we come together to mark the calendar, so Buddhist calendar, by the lunar observance days such as tonight. It's a chance to come together, practice together, and maybe practice a little bit more than we would normally do. We could say we're finding an excuse to practice, as opposed to finding an excuse not to practice on occasions like this. We all know the doubtful mind, the mind that loves to find excuses to not do practice, whether it's finding something that we should be doing or creating a mental obstacle for ourselves, or making a problem out of our physical health. We obviously have physical limitations with this human body, but we can also overly attach to what we call vedana, or feeling. A human body can have a range of painful and pleasant and neutral feelings. But when we overly attach to them, then we can suffer. We can also make it into an obstacle for us to prevent us from practicing further. Maybe it's a pain in the knee, and as soon as the pain in the knee arises, we say, "Oh, we must stop. There's a pain in my knee." Or if it's feelings of tiredness, we feel, "I'm feeling tired, I better do something else or lie down." So the mind can be very crafty, the defilements of mind can be very good at finding excuses, whether it's within our physical body, physical experience, or our mental experience as well. But on these occasions of one prat, we're making an excuse to practice. So, as we have been doing over the past almost 2 months, been doing our paritta chanting, then some meditation, then the recitation of Itipiso 108 times. So it's an occasion where practicing a bit more than we would normally, chanting a bit more, meditating a bit more. And when we do so, then we are battling with the mind that's attached to, say, feelings, for example. I'm too tired, I better stop this chanting and do something else. But being the one prat or the moon day, then we say, no, I'm going to persevere. I'm going to continue with this until its completion. Maybe as an offering to the Buddha, so to speak, to his memory, to what he taught us, the path he laid down for us. Out of appreciation and gratitude, okay, tonight I'm going to put aside any feelings of tiredness or discomfort and do my chanting and meditation. Sometimes just a change of thinking, from thinking all about how we're feeling to what we're doing and how we can do it as a practice of reverence and respect, can pull us away from that thinking about the feelings of the body. Our mind can become bright, happy, and radiant, and the tiredness or discomfort of the body can disappear. When we have experiences like this, it gives us confidence that it is possible to not always believe in our normal attachments to our experience, whether it's a mental experience or physical experience. We know that if we're patient and persevere, bring up the Dhamma, bring up mindfulness, then it's amazing what we can overcome, the different obstacles that do arise. But this is something we have to test out, investigate for ourselves. It's not something you just believe by listening to a talk, but we try out. When we become a experienced practitioner at knowing how to not always believe in our habitual thoughts and feelings, but to persevere and practice through those different obstacles of body and mind, then our minds become resolute, become firm, and this resource of mind is there, a resource in our hearts. So we no longer need an excuse for practicing. We will practice automatically. It becomes part of what we do. then we'll find areas in our life where we can practice this exact same thing, maybe not on the meditation cushion, but using these same principles of not always indulging in our immediate reactions, whether that's our interactions with others. Somebody says something we don't like, instead of getting angry and losing our temper, we become more aware and mindful that that's just a mind state arising and will soon cease as well. So we practice these qualities throughout our day, and like I said, become a resource of mind. So for the next period of time we can practice together, cultivating mindfulness, letting go of any obsession or thoughts about how you're feeling too much, and continue to return back to the breathing, letting go of the thoughts and distractions that may arise, bring the mind to more centered, peaceful state.